This is The Rock from the WWF, the People's Champion. I just want to say right now that I'm sorry I couldn't be here tonight. I was here this afternoon signing autographs, taking pictures and things like that. Really appreciate all you guys coming out. I want you to get ready and get ready to take a special look at a very special video for a very special man, Gary Albright, who is a friend and a family member, and he's going to be dearly missed. Again, on behalf of the Onawai family and on behalf of The Rock and the WWF, we appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you very much. Have a great time tonight. Enjoy this video. He was a friend and again, a dear friend, an asset to this industry, and a wonderful husband, and he'll be sorely missed, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
At 6'4", the Billings, Montana native had an incredible life, full of great achievements, fun, and excitement. Born in Rhode Island, the Albright family relocated soon thereafter to the beautiful state of Montana, where they would stay for many years to come. It was in Montana that Gary, known to his friends as Myth, acquired a passion for the amateur wrestling, which included being 3-time state champion with a record of 55-2. It was this passion that saw him eventually move on to the University of Nebraska in 1981 through 1986, where he had a tremendous career of 112 wins, 19 losses, 70 by pinfall. In addition to the stellar record as a Husker, he was a 3-time All-American, an incredible achievement considering the academic demands at the University of Nebraska. Gary did not stop there. He was also a Big 8 champion, a member of the Big 8 All-Academic team, and a freestyle and Greco-Roman U.S. team member. In 1982, National Open Freestyle champion. In 1981, World Greco-Roman Elite champion. He was also a member of the Sun-Kissed National Championship team. After graduating from the University of Nebraska in '86, Gary had accomplished all he had set out to achieve as an amateur and moved his focus to the pros. Gary debuted in 1986 and trained with some of the toughest shooters and amateurs ever, which included Bruce Swayze, Billy Robinson, Danny Hodges, and his idol, Lucifer. In 1988, Gary began in Canada, wrestling for Stampede Wrestling, one of the hottest territories ever, run by Stu Hart and his family. Gary enjoyed success despite being new to the world of pro wrestling, as it was his destiny to be the best. While competing in Stampede, Albright held the prestigious Commonwealth Tag Team Championship, a title held by the likes of the Wild Samoan, Bret Hitman Hart, Dynamite Kid, and Baby Boy Smith. Following his successful run at Stampede Wrestling, Gary decided to compete on several successful world tours. It was there Gary truly found his calling in the world of pro wrestling when he defeated Taka for the WWF World Shoot Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, a title that can be traced back to Frank Gott and the Edge of Strangler Tour. In 1992, defeating Takata in 22 minutes via knockout in Japan, and after dominating the UWFI in '95, Gary decided to take his strong shoot style to All Japan Pro Wrestling. In his usual way, in 1996, Gary made a hard and quick impact, walking all over the tag team competition with a world championship run with his partner, the legendary Stan the Lariat Hansen. These two were an instant hit amongst the fans with Hansen's Texas hard-hitting lariats and Gary's gravity-defying suplexes. The following year, Gary continued his dominance in the tag team division as he joined forces with his close friend, Dr. Death Steve Williams, to win the World Tag Team Championship yet again. But perhaps his greatest accomplishment came when he took the hand of Monica on Hawaii in marriage on the beautiful island of Maui in 1998. Seldom does one find in the world of professional wrestling such a strong bond between a man and a woman as there was between Gary and Monica. Sadly, it was during his first match in the United States and Europe, wrestling for his father-in-law, Alpha the Wild Samoan, and while surrounded by family in the ring in Pennsylvania, was when Gary left us for a better place at the age of 36. Alas, he lived a full life, fulfilling his dreams and using his God-given ability better than anyone that had come before him. We will miss you, my brother, as you take your journey to an even finer place. We will miss you, friend, father, husband, brother, and legend to all.
Wrestling fans, what an exciting night we have in store for you tonight. World Extreme Wrestling brings to you WWF Superstars, WCW Superstars, WXW Superstars, ISPW Superstars, ECW Superstars. This is Samu Headshrinker coming to you with Steve.
Toa, kia ora, folks.
That's right, baby, and I'll tell you what a night of entertainment we have coming up for you. This is the first match coming up. Sugaa coming to the ring with his partner, Too Cold Scorpio, and they'll be taking on the American Hunk Society. Folks, what a crowded, action-packed night we have here. Look at this card.
We're talking a three-way dance. featuring Gillberg against Arthur Jr., the Samoan Storm, and Lucifer Grimm. Crowbar from WCW against Judas Young. Kai and Tai against the Headbangers. Jack Molsonn against Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Scotty Too Hotty from Too Cool. Stevie Richards, Doink the Clown, and Shane Black. The Headshrinkers, Samu and L.A. Smooth. Big Dick Dudley and the Hungarian Barbarian. Johnny Smith and Maunakea Mossman from All Japan. Chris Jericho and Eddie Guerrero. And a main event, the Road Dogg Jesse James against Rikishi Fatu.
What an exciting card. I can't wait to see the action here tonight.
The action has already begun here as the American Hunk Society takes on Sugaa and Too Cold Scorpio.
Now, these Hunks, they're pretty good. They're from World Extreme. There's a lot of talent, young up-and-coming from World Extreme that's going to be good. I keep my eyes open.
Now, we're looking at Tommy Slade in the ring right now with Mark the Muscle waiting outside the ring. Now, Sugaa is currently the WXW World Heavyweight Champion and has been the champion for most of the year 2000. A longtime veteran of WXW, competed here for several years. And here he is as the champ teaming up with Too Cold Scorpio.
Over the top to the floor. Now that referee, Brian Logan, he needs to keep his eye on all that double teaming action, all that over the top. Oh,
Sugaa flies out. Flying tope, crashing both members of the Hunk Society into the railing.
My goodness, did you see the height and the elevation on Sugaa?
Incredible, that's why he is the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, Too Cold Scorpio is no slouch either. Long-time competitor internationally, has competed in ECW, has been a champion, has competed in WCW as a champion.
Definitely on the international level there, so
and even in the World Wrestling Federation, you may remember him as Flash Funk.
double arm suplex.
Covers Tommy Slade. Tommy Slade kicks out. Too Cold Scorpio picks him up. The American Hunk Society.
Big slam.
Their exclusive club of hunks claim to be representing all hunks in all the world, such as the Beverly Hills 90210, the Backstreet Boys, you name it.
That's the agility on this Scorpio. I tell you what, he's a man not to be taken lightly.
Too Cold Scorpio, one of the premier aerialists of the decade. German suplex, reminiscent of Gary Albright himself. Too Cold Scorpio competed in Japan for several years as well. Competed with Gary Albright.
He tagged the Sugar.
Sugar, the world champion, comes in. They pick up Tommy Slade. Double clothesline.
Big double clothesline.
Remarkable teamwork considering this is the first time that these two men have teamed. Perhaps that has to do with their tag team experience with different partners. Too Cold Scorpio, a former world tag team champion in ECW as well as WCW.
Oh, he moved, Toa. I think Sugar's hurting is in his lower midsection there.
Comes crashing down.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Tommy Slade takes advantage. He must make the tag here. And he does. The powerhouse.
There you go.
265
That's the way to do it.
A boulder is Mark the Must. Double clothesline. Sugar goes down. Mark the Must and Tommy Slade, the American Hunk Society.
They're doing good on teamwork. They need to put a few more moves in their arsenal instead of the same double clothesline. But I'll say, World Extreme has taught them well.
Former World Extreme Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the longest reigning tag team champions in company history. The referee warns Mark the Must as he picks up Sugar for another suplex. Powers him down with ease.
I'll tell you, Musclehead Mark, he is a strong guy.
Yes, he is, as he picks him up again. Picks up Sugar, taunting him along the way. Too Cold Scorpio looks on as he picks him up. Oh! Low down. Sky high powerbomb. Too Cold Scorpio breaks the pin.
That puts a numbing feeling in your spine when you get dropped on your buttocks like that. I'll tell you what, makes your whole body go numb and all you feel is your fingertips.
And as Sugar sees the world fading around him as Tommy Slade rears in the chinlock. Now you remember that the action began as soon as the show started, and you're going to be seeing fast-paced action like this for the next 2 hours with 11 great matches featuring superstars from all over the world. The top wrestlers from all the major wrestling organizations have converged on one night to pay tribute to their fallen friend and brother, Gary Albright.
Rest in peace, my brother.
Tommy Slade.
What?
Remarkable
Devastating
agility.
backflip. The agility on his man.
Very good light heavyweight wrestler here, Tommy Slade. Remarkable worker. Picks him up. Sending in Sugar. Sugar, the WXW World Heavyweight Champion, former tag team champion several times.
Big time.
Formed as veteran tag team in World Extreme Wrestling, known as the Love Connection as he turns them around. Boom! Shoves them, you can see the red marks on his chest.
You can hear that.
Tearing his nipple off. Oh! Eye gouge, quick eye gouge, turns it around. That can stop any momentum, correct their move.
Speaking of nipples, I hear you have Nicole Bass coming out here soon, Toa, huh? Is she going to be coming out anytime soon? Or I seen you talking to her earlier in the back. I was just wondering who was she going to be managing or what's going on with her?
Well, she was asking about you.
I think she might want to see Scotty Too Hotty's worm. Oh!
Everyone wants to see Scotty Too Hotty's worm.
That's them tag team moves I was telling you about. They're starting to put them together. They're starting to put their A's and B's together.
Sugar gets backed into the corner by Mark the Mask. Holds them in. Referee gives him a count of 5, trying to get him out. Or he will disqualify him. Sugar, hard in the buckle. Misses, nobody home. Rams a shoulder. A recently shoulder separation was suffered by Mark the Mask. And I'm sure he did not like banging it into the corner like that. He lays him in the rope. This is a big move for Sugar. Here he comes. Oh! A throw all the way through into the fan.
I believe that's Sugar's patented move there. Oh, never turn your eyes on your opponent.
Tommy Slade comes in.
Taking full advantage.
Camera work, deep inside, zooming in. All the sight, sounds, and smells of World Extreme Wrestling.
So I can't believe this card. Just looking at the card and the lineup, I'm so excited. I can't wait for all of this to happen. This is off the cage. Oh!
From the ringside
boot to the head. To the side of the head.
His foot caught him. Congratulating each other. Tommy Slade, this could be Sugar, could be down. This could be the end of Sugar.
This is it.
Too cold Scorpio in here.
Too cold. He's seen enough.
Comes to save his partner. Sugar. Sugar rolls back in the ring. Tommy Slade continuing where he left off outside the ring, putting the boot to him. You'll see great. This is only the first bloody match. You will never see an independent wrestling card of this magnitude and caliber anywhere in the country.
Double hip toss.
Slam Sugar down, the American Hunk Society sizing up their opponents as they prepare to make a mark and let everyone know who the American Hunk Society is when they pin Sugar and Too Cold Scorpio.
Speaking of marks, there's one on the second rope. Oh!
Nobody home. Oh. Misses the elbow once again, working on the shoulder. You can see him clutching his shoulder due to the recent separation combined with the buckle and missing the elbow drop.
I think I heard Too Cold shout to Sugar to get out of the way, and I believe he heard him. The only way is to tag. If he tags, he better make
Here it is.
No, it's
Too Cold Scorpio is in there.
No. Oh.
Clothesline. Too Cold Scorpio taking on the American Hunk Society. Drop kick. He missed the drop kick. He steps up quickly.
Oh, what a kick.
Spinning heel kick. Another kick for
Mark for a while on that one.
And we'll all be seeing stars tonight on the Gary Albright Memorial Show. Too Cold comes over, picks up Mark the Hunk.
Ooh.
Sugar's back in.
Blindside.
Double team maneuver.
Double team to the mark.
Sugar and Too Cold Scorpio. Throw him in the corner, hard. Picks him up.
Uh-oh.
Sugar. Looking.
He put the sugar on him.
Looking to fit. Here it comes. 450 splash.
Could this be the
Too Cold Scorpio.
450.
Here it comes.
Boom!
Oh, man.
That must be it. That is it. Ring the bell, Brian Logan.
Sugar and Too Cold Scorpio are victorious over
what
the
a
American
match
Hunk
to
Society.
start this show off. Molsonn Jack
taking on a true legend.
Jimmy, the Superfly Snuka. Now, he's no stranger to the squared circle there, Sal. I've seen him. I've been in action with him. I've been up there with him. I've been up there against him. And I tell you what, he's not to be reckoned with. You can't take your eyes off of him for 1 minute. He's still got all the moves. He's still got what it takes being the legend that he is.
Look at the fans. They're going crazy over this man who has entertained all of us for years, for decades. Superfly Jimmy Snuka, as long as he's been competing, in remarkable shape, in better shape than most 20-year-olds. And Superfly was in his 20s, he was tearing up America. The Mid-Atlantic regions and into the WWF in the early 80s, arguably the most popular wrestler in the world. On a level paralleled only by Hulk Hogan later on. Jack Molsonn attacks him in the corner.
And he's jumped by 6 times.
Showing blatant disrespect to this legitimate legend in the sport.
I mean, Molsonn Jack. There we go. Big clothesline. Oh, back drop. He took advantage when Snuka was already. I tell you, World Extremes put up together all of everything very well this evening, didn't they?
A great card,
They went out
a
of
great
their way.
show.
They got all the top stars.
All of them.
That later on tonight, I can't wait to see Rakishi. He's here with 2 pulls. Don't forget the Road
All
Dogs,
three are here.
Jericho, Eddie Guerrero. What a card. The Dudley, the Headshrinkers.
The Headbangers are here. Kaientai from WCW. Crowbar and Miss Jeannie are here. From Extreme Championship Wrestling, Big Dick Dudley, as you mentioned.
The list goes on and on.
And you will be facing Big Dick Dudley later on. Teaming with your brother, L.A. Smooth, against Big Dick Dudley and the Hungarian Barbarian.
Oh, that's little job there.
Dominating Superfly with
Look
power.
at the strength on that man.
He's a big boy. He looks like he hasn't missed too many
I'll
meals.
tell you what, the size, the strength. If he could only wrestle, I'll tell you what.
Jack Molsonn ducking his prey. Bends back, rearing back, pulling the arms,
Rotor cuffs there.
pulling them out of his socket. He relinquished the hold. He let Superfly go.
He's hard top to the stomach.
Molsonn clubbing Superfly Snuka, hammering him. Now, imagine what a big win this would be for Jack Molsonn should he actually defeat Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Well, Snuka's no stranger to pain there. Let me tell you what, he's been beat like a club steel before, and I'll tell you, I've seen him come back.
Well, hopefully we'll see it again here tonight. Jack Molsonn picks him up, choking him on the rope. Come on, referee. Giving him the count. Jack Molsonn joined with the referees, trying to justify his cheating. The fact is, probably the only way he would ever defeat Snuka is to cheat.
Looks like trying to clear the cobweb.
Jimmy Snuka did not even get a chance to breathe before the bell rang. Jack Molsonn attacked him right from the bell. And frankly, he had no choice. He's dealing with a legend here in Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Dixon throws him into the corner. Irish whip. Follows through with a big splash. All 450 pounds. Oh, comes with a clubbing forearm. Boot to the stomach.
Heck of a splash. I have to admit. What a boot to the midsection.
Putting all of his 450 pounds behind it. Throws him in the rope. Over back. The headbutt.
Big headbutt.
The classic headbutt. Oh, big chop.
Big Snuka chop.
Superfly chop.
The second one. He's got 6-pack going. Shoot him in.
Oof.
Shoot him in. Finish him off, Jimmy. I've seen you do it before. Uh-oh. Molsonn with a reverse.
Stuck the clothesline.
Oh, big cross.
Big headbutt.
Flying body.
The famous headbutt is all in wrestling now, as Polynesians have all 3. Hard head. Cannot be defended against. It's good for withstanding punishment, but most importantly, inflicting it. As Superfly goes up for one of the arguably the most famous wrestling maneuver in the world. The Superfly Death Leap.
The 2 icons.
The famous symbol. Boom!
Boom.
Cook the Mansa Maze.
2, 3.
That's it.
And the winner is
Superfly.
Superfly. Look.
Here is Doink the Clown.
Doink the Clown.
Another superstar. And there is Showtime Shane Black from WXW, World Extreme Wrestling. As Doink the Clown, one of the premier superstars in the early 90s in the World Wrestling Federation, now touring the country on his own. Playing pranks on Showtime Shane Black. He does not take kindly to it. Shane Black is a true technician, one of our most skilled competitors. Arguably, pound for pound, one of the best independents.
Yeah, it looked like the clown's rubber broke there, buddy.
And Shane doesn't like it.
Shane Black now, he's a good up-and-coming guy. You got to keep your eyes out for him. He's going to be an up-and-coming star to the world of wrestling. There you go. I tried to tell him. He didn't listen.
Back from the bell. Shane Black.
Trained at World Extreme. He has what it takes.
Kicks him in the bum.
Superstar. Not a kick to the bum.
Oh. Shane Black charges.
Oh, drop toe hold.
Now, don't be fooled by the clown's shenanigans, if you will. These are all psychological tactics which work to strike out someone like Shane Black. He wants nothing more than a regular wrestling match so that he can control the pace and that he can cheat.
Big claw hold on the nostrils. That'll do it every time. That clown gets a big kick out of that. I'll tell you what, a lot of these younger fans out here tonight, they sure enjoy this clown.
A true fan favorite wherever he goes. Shane Black trying to slow down the pace of this match, going for a test of strength. Now, this is not a smart move. Doink the clown is much bigger. And although he wears a clown suit, is a very powerful man.
Well, that's what Shane's got to do. He's got to change some tactics. He's got to try to do it, keep him moving, keep him not doing what he's used to doing, and that's beating him up.
He's trying to. Doink the clown's mocking.
He's trying to stall a little bit, trying to think, get the fingers here, get the fingers there, maybe a boot to the section. You know, there's no telling what he's thinking.
Right.
But I think he's tending the tendency to be more of a heel type of a wrestler.
Oh! Arm wringer. Sends it down, moving into the short arm scissors. Sends it into an arm bar. And all these tactics you would know, Samu. Wrestling over 20 years, all over the world, in all the major wrestling companies. All of which are represented here tonight.
Little twist and shout by the clown.
And not only from America, but Japan as well. From Gary Albright, All Japan Wrestling, Johnny Smith, Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and the Maunakea Mossman will all be here wrestling tonight in the United States. To pay tribute to their fallen friend Gary Albright, who last competed for All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Red Hammerlocker. What an elbow by Shane.
Shane Black gets out of the move, using a craftiness.
Taking no prisoners. I tell you what, he's not here to sell popcorn.
Leg heel.
Beautiful lady.
Shane Black taunting the crowd.
A little prematurely there. He needs to stay on him while he's got him going. Don't give him that chance to come back and let the snake bite you.
Now notice Shane Black's cool demeanor.
Choked the life out of him.
Facing a superstar.
He's trying to get him blowed up. Oh! I think that was a low blow.
I think it was. The referee warning him. Shane Black claiming that he did not hit the groin, but actually hit the leg and the lower stomach. Yeah, right. Oh, pulled him out. Ooh! Double suit stomp to the lower abdomen. Shane Black, several times WXW Cruiserweight Champion. And as a WX superstar, not psyched out or intimidated by the caliber of athletes who have toured the world, such as Doink the Clown. Although the young competitor 1-2 does not get the 3 count. Shane Black immediately gets up, hits the clothesline.
Big clothesline. Beautiful clothesline to the clown.
Clown stunned, trying to get up. Shane Black has to take advantage. And he does.
The clown, he didn't do his homework. He should have known that Shane Black was from World Extreme and that he's taught by the best and that he's not going to pull any punches out here in front of this capacity crowd.
Too bloody true. Perhaps he underestimated his opponent in Shane Black simply because of his size. The Shane Black, very similar in build to a Jushin Thunder Liger. As we all know, one of the best wrestlers in the world.
And having graduated from the Wild Samoan Training Center, he has got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Shane Black, you've trained him yourself, haven't you, Samu? This is in the rear chin lock.
So he starts cheating.
Right.
I claim
you don't do that at all.
No, I've never cheated. Cool.
The referee doing the count. Could this be a double count out? Even a draw would be a huge win for Shane Black to defend the honor of being one of the best cruiserweight independents in the Northeast. We at World Extreme Wrestling challenge any independent company in the Northeast.
Big block punch.
Come face off cruiserweight. Shane Black in the corner. Irish whip reverses. Jericho.
big boot.
Met by Mr. Boot. Big elbow.
Big stiff elbow.
Here it comes, laying him out. Could this be the whoopee cushion? Shane Black, he could be still too stunned. Can Shane get out of it?
Move, Shane. Oh!
Took the man from me.
That's all she wrote. That was the coup de grace.
1, 2, 3 by Doink the
The winner of
Clown.
the match.
Doink the clown.
Here we go, Sam. You better run out for your match.
I
Sam,
gotta go. I'll be back. Right now, stepping in for me. Phil, May, take it over, buddy. I'm out.
good luck, Samu. The Hungarian Barbarian, an awesome man. 6'9", 320 pounds. Teaming with Big Dick Dudley from ECW. You can see L.A. Smooth, Samu's brother, out there. And there is Samu. The Headshrinkers, the new Headshrinkers. Taking on Big Dick Dudley. Charges him. An out-and-out brawl. This is a hardcore match. Texas Tornado rules. There are no tags.
Not wasting any time, are they?
No, they are not. Hungarian Barbarian, an awesome individual. Former WXW World Champion himself. Bring the boots and the arms to L.A. Smooth. Big shot by Big Dick Dudley. Excuse me, onto Big Dick Dudley from Samu. Oh! Fans, you can hear that.
That all the way across town. What a move. What a sound.
Now, Big Dick Dudley, you may hear the name. Yes, it is true. He is brothers of the dead Dudley Boys. The damn Dudley Boys in the World Wrestling Federation is their brother. They were all a group in Extreme Championship Wrestling. The Dudleys now tearing up the WWF. And Big Dick Dudley here in World Extreme Wrestling.
Damn, Dudleys like to use tables. How about this guy? I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh my God! He's 320 pounds and he flew over the ropes. Like he was 180 pounds. And he gets right up.
Then phase him a bit.
This could be over. If he would cover the Samoans right now, the Headshrinkers could suffer a defeat at the hands. Here he is. The referee. He's not pinning him. He's choking him down. Choking Samu. If this keeps up on to me, I think he may be here for the rest of the night.
I don't know. I think Samu's tough. He's a tough man. He had a great teacher in Asa the Wild Samoan.
His father.
One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. A great teacher.
Samu. There are those clever tricks he's using. Back heel kick to the groin. Chop! I'm still in shock. The Hungarian Barbarian, he's a huge man, and he flew over the top rope. Double tope onto the Headshrinkers. Samu looking for weapons. Looking for weapons. He has found a chair. The same chair that a fan is sitting on. These are not phony breakaway chairs.
Get his attention. What a crowd.
You can see Bill after there from WOW Magazine. All the major wrestling magazines, newsletters, internet sites are all represented here.
This huge crowd enjoying it. Look at those punches. Landing. Hard punches.
Pummeling him. Photographers from Japan, from all across the country. Fans coming from around the world to witness this historic event here. Picks up the ring stairs. Hits the Hungarian Barbarian. I believe he's looking for more weapons.
Looking around what to do next.
Samu picks... working on the Hungarian Barbarian. Meanwhile, L.A. Smooth and Big Dick Dudley are battling on the other side. Samu pulls the hair, ponytail out, he's ready. Big Dick Dudley throws L.A. Smooth into the rope. Duck. Pick them up. Here it is. Samoan drop.
What a match. Wow.
Famous move duplicated by half the wrestlers in the world today. The Samoan drop. Call it by any other name, it is still the Samoan drop. Invented by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoan. L.A. Smooth, that's the top rope. Now, this is a big man. He's 300 pounds. Oh!
Now, that'll make changes dating habits tonight.
L.A. Smooth goes down in the clump. The Hungarian Barbarian trips him as he steps in the ring with his new partner, Big Dick Dudley. L.A. Smooth is all alone now. Samu is still outside the ring. Hungarian Barbarian taking care of him. Double. Oh!
That'll get your attention in a real hurry.
Chest for him. The victorious, they sense victory at hand. Is he mounting the top rope? Big Dick Dudley. They don't call him big for nothing.
Far from over, though, I'm sure of that.
With about 350 pounds, he mounts the top rope. Right. Oh! L.A. Smooth moved out of the way. He hit his own partner, Hungarian Barbarian. L.A. Smooth, a crafty 12-year veteran, wrestled all over the world, Japan, Puerto Rico, all across America. A short stint. Oh! Hits him with the chair.
Well timed.
L.A. Smooth, oh!
Well timed.
Hungarian Barbarian picks him up for a choke slam. Oh! Hungarian Barbarian goes down. Will he cover L.A. Smooth? Will he end this? Will the Headshrinkers lose on the very night that their brother-in-law, that they memorialize him? Referee checking L.A. Smooth. L.A. Smooth is still conscious. L.A. Smooth breathing life. L.A. Smooth did have a short stint in the World Wrestling Federation along with his cousin, who later became Rikishi, along with his other cousin, Nettie Smalls. Samu! He did the same thing! Samu pushes Hungarian Barbarian, L.A. Smooth power slam. But that's not enough. They pick him up. What are they going to do, Phil?
I don't know, but
Over the rope.
he's got some moves. Look at this!
Dudley Death Drop! Dudley Death Drop right in front of Big Dick Dudley on his partner.
The count.
Cook the man some
Got him.
eggs.
They've got him.
And some bacon, too.
What action? What a huge crowd. Well, here he
Bob
is.
Backlund
Back
comes to the ring.
What a
All the
legend.
superstars and legends from the past, present, and future.
One of the great legends.
Talking to Kevin Kelly, SmackDown announcer.
Bob Backlund looking at the crowd. Look at this thing. He's still working that crowd. He knows what he's doing out there.
Long-time veteran.
Long-time veteran, that's for sure. One of the great names in the early days of WWF, and he's been around a long, long time. Former WWF champion.
Yes, or if I'm distracted, I'm still blown away by that last match that he did.
It was incredible action. Incredible action. I hope
Bob
that
Backlund.
everybody's okay.
Yes, one of the true all-time greats, Bob Backlund. Two-time World Wrestling Federation champion. With the second longest reign in the WWF. Kevin Kelly. See, Bob Backlund is trying to steal the show here. He's trying to make it about himself. He's trying to override what Kevin Kelly, the SmackDown announcer from the World Wrestling Federation, is saying.
Samu's obviously better. Samu is back. Good to have you back in here. I'll get out of the way and bring it back to Samu.
Welcome back, Samu. Brilliant match.
Woo! Great job.
Oh, thank you. Nothing but the best out here. I tell you, these fans are great.
This they are.
This heat in this building is brutal. I'll tell you, I was so brought up out there.
And I want to thank all of us at World Extreme Wrestling and all of the talent and office here. Wish to thank all the fans who participated in this very special show. To all of you fans who purchased this video.
A very huge crowd here. The huge crowd as I was
Going out
taking
the crowd.
and around all over the place. I got a chance to see all these people in this heat.
Fan wearing a
It's just
prophet
phenomenal to see they're all still hanging in here with us, with all the action-packed crowd we have here. Here we come, the World Extreme. Stevie Richards coming up.
Stevie Richards.
And he'll be taking on none other than Scotty, too Hotty.
This is a battle of two World Wrestling Federation superstars. Stevie Richards, currently with the WWF, made his name in ECW, later moved on to WCW, and is now in the WWF, which seems to be a pattern that a lot of stars take.
Yeah, both of these kids, they came a long way. It's good to see that they're finally getting a push there in the WWF. World Extreme, glad again to have everybody out here. And thank everybody for coming.
WXW, the host of this special event.
We'd also like to put special thanks to the WWF for sending out these guys to come out for this special cause.
Thank you, World Wrestling Federation. Thank you, Extreme Championship Wrestling. Thank you, World Championship Wrestling. All Japan Pro Wrestling. Especially WXW, the host of this show that made this all possible. This was the last wrestling company that Gary Albright competed for before passing. Now what we're seeing here is some classic old-time heat. The fans really into this. The fans loving Scotty too hard. from the World Wrestling Federation.
They
Stevie Richards.
love his worms, Hal, don't you know?
I think that's what they want to see.
They want to see his worms.
The fans have paid to see Scotty's worm. Wait a minute. I didn't mean it that way. Stevie Richards, trying to get the crowd on his side. Now, Stevie Richards is from Philadelphia, which is only an hour away from Allentown, but I don't think it's going to work tonight, boys.
And you know the fans really paid to see me, but the worm, they want to see his worm, too.
He takes the shirt off. He's angry, taunting the crowd now. Angry that they would not cheer him. Stevie, get over it. What is you, Hotty? Now he goes up, and the fans respond in kind. Now we're looking at two quick wrestlers.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's a full moon out tonight, folks.
I'm not quite sure what the strategy is here.
I don't know. I hope it's nothing. I hope it ain't fong.
Stevie Richards.
Oh, thank you.
Putting the shorts back, having a little trouble.
That would have been a perfect time to get him with a clothesline. And hit him with the worm.
Oops, your claws open. XYZ PDT. Backs in and gets ready. Now he's ready to fight. Now we're going to see a very fast-paced match here. Once they get in there, two very speedy, quick, agile wrestlers. This is not a power match.
The fans screaming, distracting Stevie Richards.
Stevie Richards does not like it. You can hear the response from the crowd.
This Scotty too Hotty is over, let me tell you.
Too much. Too cool. Rikishi. Stevie does not hear the same response. He's begging the crowd.
I'm getting the yay boo spots over in the beginning. The fans are loving it. Look at this crowd on hand and feet. I can't believe it. What a great show.
Stevie Richards showing his moonwalk. I think Scotty too Hotty is going to show him the real way to do it.
Scotty should just get it over with and show him his worm.
As he waits in the corner, staring and begging him. I'm not sure you want to do this, Stevie.
I hear the people already asking if we're going to be doing this every year. You know, it may be an annual event.
Moonwalk by Scotty too Hotty. Taught to him by the master, Michael P.S. Hayes.
I thought he was going to say Michael Jackson.
Scotty gets in the corner.
I want to see the worm myself.
As do the 2,000 fans in attendance. Everyone is here tonight to see it.
These photographers from around the world.
From Japan, they are here to see it.
Stevie Richards, he's ready to do battle.
They lock up.
Oh, collar and elbow.
Side headlock by Stevie
That's
Richards.
the first one of the evening.
It could be. Everyone's been attacking their opponent in the corner. Elbows to the ribcage, softening them up. Throws them against the rope. Shoulder block. Stevie gets up, awfully bloody proud of himself. Mocking Scotty too Hotty, stealing his moves.
He's trying to play like the worm.
But the crowd does not respond the same.
Stevie seems to be tickled with himself, though.
Scotty accompanied by Serena from World Extreme Wrestling.
This is professional wrestling. What goes around will come around sooner or later.
This is the pace around. Collar and elbows. They lock up again. Scotty gets the high headlock. Throws into the rope. Stevie, he goes down. Uh-oh. Listen to the fans. Listen to the people.
No.
It's the rope. Sucks the clothesline. Gets to the boot. Spin around. Ooh, big clothesline. Taking him up, Stevie Richards goes outside to take a breather. A little more than he bargained for, perhaps?
Yeah, he bit off a little more than he could chew.
I think so. Stevie Richards taking a moment to collect his thoughts, rest, and come up with a new plan of action. Because his first one is not working.
You gotta hand it to World Extreme too. The security is everywhere.
Scotty leading the crowd. You can see all the journalists here. A truly big event.
Show my fans clapping their towel.
Ooh! Brings him in the hard way. Stevie Richards begging off. Scotty asking the fans. And we know what the fans will do.
Do it. Don't do it. Take it from me.
As the Roman Gladiator, thumbs down. Finish him. Stevie begging. Trying to be sincere. He takes the hand. Oh, he caught his boots.
He knew that.
Oh,
He knew
atomic
it. He telegraphed it.
Oh,
He telegraphed it. Scotty too hot. He came up with it. That's a no-no in this sport. I'll tell you what. Big right cross. Big right cross.
Stevie throws him in. Stuck the clothesline.
Oh!
Hits the ground. He was so quick.
Slid to second base on that one there,
The
Tom.
referee isn't even quite sure if he even kicked him in the worm.
I can't believe that ref didn't catch that one.
Obvious body reaction, referee. But
That is
Stevie
an
got away with
official
it.
WWF ref, too.
Yes, not only the talent, but officials, referees, everyone here to lend their support. Choking Scotty on the rope. Choking him. Taking the life out of him. The referee trying to get him off. Stevie does not want to hear about it. He does not care. Showing off to the fans saying, if you're not going to cheer me, then I'm going to destroy him.
That's rude, man. I have to.
Picks him up for a suplex.
You do not finish with him.
Boom. Does the suplex. Does a cover. 1, 2. Not enough. Scotty gets up, energized by the capacity crowd of wrestling fans to see the biggest independent wrestling show of the year 2000. Throws him in the rope, picks him up for a side suplex, and he's spinning. Hits. Covers him. 1, 2. Does not get the 3. He kicks out Stevie. Taunting the crowd. How do you like me now?
These young guys make now. They don't cover and pull that leg in. Stevie could have had the victory, but no, he should have at least tried.
Here it comes.
Going for the Stevie kick. I think.
Preparing for the Stevie kick. The stomp, trying to get the crowd to stomp along in unison, but I fear it won't happen. Oh, looks like the Richards family are here.
Boom! Boom! Oh,
Stevie
that's
kick.
it.
Comes up.
That's
This could be it. He could win this. 1, 2,
3.
He kicked out.
Did he kick out?
Cannot believe it.
I can't believe it. I don't think I've seen anybody kick out of the Stevie kick.
This is a great show. We want to send a special thanks to Alpha the Wild Samoan and World Extreme Wrestling for putting this event together, of bringing all these superstars from all over the world, all these styles together for one classic wrestling show.
Oh!
What was it you said before, Samu?
The worm.
What goes... Nope.
Oh,
What goes around comes around.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're all preoccupied. I was thinking the same thing. There's him in. Big elbow.
Nice flying elbow.
Boom.
He's in pretty good shape. He's up and back all the time.
Stevie Richards.
Oh, nice drop.
Looking to chalk up a big victory.
Nice job, this mate. You might got him.
Kicks out. Stevie Richards battling one half of a team destined to win the World Tag Team titles in the WWF any day now. 2, 3. Stevie Richards would impress Mr. McMahon and all the rest with a victory here. Oh, referee goes down. I hate when this happens. What's he doing? Calling for something or someone. Stevie Richards.
His valet is so excited she can't hide it. I can't believe how hot that girl gets up there.
From World Extreme Wrestling. He has the belt. He has the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship belt. He can strip. Grandmaster Success. His partner is there.
Oh, big flying bulldog.
Here it comes.
Grandmaster Sexy. Oh, what a surprise appearance by Grandmaster Sexy. Oh, could this vote would be
Here it
what
comes.
everybody's waiting for? He's getting it. It's the worm. I think it's the worm's talent.
And if there's anyone who likes the worm, it's Serena from World Extreme Wrestling.
She likes the worm.
Here
I
it
think all
comes.
the fans like the worm.
Yes. Including us. And the referee.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
That's what everybody's been waiting for.
The worm. One,
just
two,
losing their mind.
cook
That's
some, man,
it.
some
One,
made.
two, three.
And Serena's still waiting for the worm.
I think she got it.
Here is your winner.
Fans, you heard it. Scotty too hot, taking on that big victory.
Stevie Richards trying to hit him with the belt, but it did not work because Scotty too hotty has friends. Here's the post-match celebration. Look at the fans here, the capacity crowd in Allentown. The World Extreme Wrestling's headquarters in Allentown, Pennsylvania. What do we have here?
Who's this jabroni? Oh, that's
Can't quite read it. Tommy Fierro. Been a thorn in your side for too long. Looks like he's trying to make friends with them. He's really
and you can see her face on my pitbull.
Now, I'm not quite sure what this is. He's saying he likes it. Tommy Fierro is
He likes Scooby-Doo on Sundays too. But let me tell you, he's got...
Tommy Fierro is a second-tier manager for World Extreme Wrestling.
I bet he's 50 super.
You can see he even went out and bought the 15 cents a letter t-shirt customization. There's something on the back. Tommy Too Fatty, I believe.
Oh, Too Cool needs to get rid of the extra baggage.
He's trying to join Too Cool.
Yo, man. To be perfectly honest with you, Scotty's never heard of you. I've never heard of you.
I've never heard of him either.
We see the shirt. Hey, so if you want to be part of Too Cool, you have to do one thing. You have to be able to dance. Can you dance? You can dance. You want to see him
They
dance?
know.
Now, Too Cool has been on the road,
They know.
traveling,
I'll tell you what, we're going to give you a
but they get a chance to watch WXW. Well, they did not know who Tommy Fierro is. They are on the road constantly and do not get a chance to watch WXW, or otherwise they would know.
I remember this.
What we are finding out.
I remember him when his battles against WXW and his ISPW versus WXW. I tell you what, Fierro is like 7-Up. He's uncool. Never had it,
Well,
never will.
The stomp isn't particularly goofy or entertaining or even good. Thank you, whoever stood in the way. We prefer it. We do not want to see this. Humoring him.
You gotta try to stick to promoting or something.
This is very,
He is not.
this is very similar to bringing in fans in the ring for autographs, entertaining the match.
How these guys, they can get away with going on American Bandstand. Tommy Fierro, I don't know.
Cannot. Tommy Fierro did not make the cut. Trying to get into Too Cool. Now Scotty's showing him how to dance.
But you know World Extreme loves Fierro sometimes.
When's that?
When we're renting rings.
Here's Grandmaster Sexay, son of Jerry the King Lawler, longtime wrestler in the independent.
Oh no, I can't believe this. Look at Fierro is happy to be there. Oh my God, I think I would be laughing myself out there. I would.
Look how excited Tommy is. Grandmaster Sexay.
Tommy pulled his belt while he was dancing or something? I missed that.
I'm not sure. He's on a different angle.
Tommy wanted to see the worm.
He must have missed it. He wants to see it again? No, Tommy.
Oh, that's the best thing that happened all night.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Tommy Fierro, one of the
Give
most
Tommy the worm.
hated men in World Extreme Wrestling. And now the WWF is doing us a favor.
He's about to give the worm to one of the youngest, brightest, up-and-coming promoters that I've seen in a while. But it's always a pleasure to see something like this.
A great tag team is Too Cool.
Thanks for
Scotty
coming out,
has
Tommy. Bye-bye. We'll see ya.
Victoria says too cool. Peppery
Everybody's
crust.
wanting to be on TV.
Standing room only.
Well, Tor, what an exciting match we have coming up here. You talk about all of the experienced wrestlers. You talk about all the up-and-coming stars. This match right here has it all. This is my brother, Molsonn, Alpha Jr. And let me tell you, when I first started wrestling, I was the youngest in the family to break in at 17. And I tell you, my brother,
17 years old.
and my brother is he's taking over all of the records here as far as the youngest upcoming star. Here he is.
Tell us how old he is right now, Samu.
15 years old.
And how old was he when he began?
Just turning 14. We took him over to Austria.
14 years old.
Yeah, his first match there in Austria.
And he wrestled? An adult.
No, he was playing things. What do you think he was?
Well, it's just hard to believe.
Nope. All these freeways. I've never been too good at it.
Three-way dance.
All for one and one for all right now.
Alpha Jr. Gillberg doing the smart thing and waiting outside. Veteran of the ring wars, now with World Extreme Wrestling. Monkey flip. Alpha Jr. 15 years old, 6'3", 230 pounds, and he's still growing, isn't he, Samu?
Moves like a cat.
Filter will slam from Lucifer Grimm.
Come on, Alpha.
And a two. Alpha Jr. remarkable. You and your brother starting at such a young age. Now, you've been wrestling for over 20 years, correct?
For sure. You know, my father, he always taught us how to do all of this. When we were young, we were raised up doing it. We sleep doing it. We take a bath doing it. We eat doing it.
Second generation wrestling fans. And you're seeing one of the largest families in all of wrestling.
Oh, we better get out of the way. Oh, here they come. Let me move.
From the 2-5-foot. Eddie Vetrano there at ringside, Alpha Jr.'s manager.
Eddie threw a big blow there. He's always trying to sneak a good one in there. That Eddie, you got to give it to him. He's by your side. He's by your side. I tell you that.
Throws him in. Eddie
You gotta love
Vetrano. The lovable Eddie Vetrano, along with Alpha Jr., the Samoan Storm, in a three-way dance with Gillberg and Lucifer Grimm. Three of WXW's finest. Picks up Lucifer up. Power slam. Alpha Jr. mounts the top rope. Flying leg drop. This could be it right here. He could be eliminated. This is elimination rules. This is a three-way dance, not a triple threat. Throat jab. Throat jab.
That's where Alpha's got to realize there's no friends in that square circle.
Especially in a three-way dance. Alpha Jr. in there with a ring veteran. Alpha Jr. has more than held his own against these ring veterans. Alpha Jr. already wrestled overseas in Austria, where he debuted, won titles all over the Northeast.
This Lucifer Grimm, too, he's another upcoming World Extreme star. Matter of fact, Gary's last wrestling match while he was with us was against
Lucifer Grimm. One of Lucifer Grimm's idols was Gary Albright, and it was an honor for him to compete in that match. Double team. Alpha Jr.
Oh! What a...
A backdrop. That was clip the ceiling. Now I know it's going to be hard for you to sit here and watch, but you have to be objective and you have to stay here. I know it's your brother out there getting double teamed, but you must stay here. Lucifer Grimm in the
I can only stand for so much. These people, they take kindness for weakness, and they think just because my brother is young that he doesn't know how to take care of himself. Well, let me tell you, I've taught him a few moves, and with what my dad taught him about the sport and business, I think this kid's going to go a long way.
Well, if your dad has taught him, then he's bound to be more skilled than anyone else. Alpha Jr., a student at his own father's wrestling school, the Wild Samoan Training Center. For any of you young aspiring wrestlers or old aspiring wrestlers, feel free to contact the Wild Samoan Training Center at 610-435-1666. Tosses Lucifer Grimm outside the ring. The Samoan Storm, Alpha Jr., prepares. We're looking at a true future superstar in Alpha Jr. Lucifer takes a breather outside as Gillberg and Alpha hook up inside.
Grimm's a little slow getting in, but, you know, you got to give it to him. Even though his elevator doesn't come out of the basement, you know, he's still around sometimes when it has to be.
Alpha Junior manning the top rope. Double tope. Plunge on both men.
What a splash to the floor.
Two competitors. Oh, it's up for it tab again.
This kid has no fear.
Alpha Junior, the youngest of the enormous Samoan Onoa'i family, which many of you may know already, has produced two World Wrestling Federation champions in Yokozuna and The Rock. Tag team champions, the Wild Samoans, the Headshrinkers, Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Good run on there. Alpha going to the top rope.
Picks him up, going for the top rope splash, just like his uncle. Holds Lucifer Grimm down, he's manning the top. This could be it. Flies. Oh! Five-star frog splash.
That's
Cook
it.
the Mensa made.
That's the end of Grimm.
Lucifer Grimm rolls out. There are 2 men remaining. Oh! The Gillberg spear.
I thought this match was over. Is this elimination? It must be. I guess I read the rule book wrong. Alpha's in trouble now.
Gillberg moving in. The announcer calls Lucifer's eliminated, but he's still interfered in the match. He got Gillberg back.
It off.
Alpha Junior is the winner.
Great.
Has
That is
defeated.
great. That's my wait. Who is he?
It's Wild Charles Wenzel and Ryan Wing from ISPW.
Oh, this is good.
You're out telling me, Samu, please maintain some decorum. ISPW crashing the party, attacking here. What's going on? Hey, where did you go? Samu, in the ring. Oh, God. Oh, breaking the chair over their head. ISPW cannot defend themselves. Boom! Ooh. And there's one for Lucifer Grimm as well. Lucifer having some classic matches against Samu as well as Alpha Junior. Lays him out. Lucifer Grimm is out. Wild Child Wenzel being manhandled by Samu as a Samoan Storm works on Ryan Wing. Sure thing, Ryan Wing. Chop! Goes flying in. What force and velocity from the Samoan. Young Samoan, the 2 brothers. Calling him in. You see, fans, what you're looking at here is Lance Onoa'i, Samu's son. Boost! The Bronco Buster. 7 years old. I think we're looking at the new youngest superstar in the Samoan family. He gives him the stink face. The Wild Child Wenzel. Samu's 7-year-old son, Lance. And now Samu picking up Lucifer Grimm. What could it be? Picking him up. Turns him around. Here he comes. The fans are in anticipation. Here it is. The children's elbow. He bounces the rope. Here it is. Oh! The humiliation. A 7-year-old boy who says, do not mess with my family, Lucifer Grimm, and cook the Mensa maid. Lance Onoa'i climbs the rope. Salutes the fans with a DX symbol, giving fans a little preview of the Road Dogg, Jesse James, who will be here tonight to take on their cousin Rikishi. Lance Onoa'i, Samu, Alpha Junior, the Samoan Storm. Is your winner. Judas Young tonight will take on from World Championship Wrestling, mysterious and crazy Crowbar. We get in the ring as I await the return of Samu.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Well, I turned around to see where my partner went, and he was gone.
Well, yeah, right when they thought they had all the answers, we had to change the question, because when you kind of try to jump one to one, you know there's another one behind him that's got his back. And you remember before when I told you about how I was the youngest, and then my brother came along and he was the youngest, well, you just got a preview of Lance Sterling Onoa'i's debut in professional wrestling here at the Gary Albright Memorial.
He may have.
World Extreme.
Lance Onoa'i. How old is he? 7 years old?
He's 8 years old there.
8 years
but
old.
You know, it's not the size or age that counts, it's his heart. Let me tell you, his heart is so big that kid is just fearless.
He is a fearless
It scares me. And again, you know, I'd like to express that Lance is trained. Ever since he was 1 year old, he's been training in the gym and he's been learning it. And all of you kids out there,
he's grown up in wrestling.
You shouldn't try doing what we do out there. We are trained professionals and we know what we're doing. We went to school to do this, and you kids
do not imitate it, especially what Lance does. Alpha Jr. at 15 years old is an aberration. You are not going to see many 15-year-olds wrestling. He is a special person. He is part of an enormous wrestling family. This is an exception.
Big boot by Crowbar.
Crowbar from World Championship Wrestling. All the stars from all the major wrestling companies. Name me another independent show that could feature WCW, WWF, and ECW all in one night.
There's very few promoters out there that's done that, and I believe Tommy Fierro might be just one of them. This is another IFPW guy here visiting World Extreme.
Crazy Crowbar.
What is he doing?
Crowbar is insane, as many of you have seen on TV. Boom! He is not here with his usual valet.
Him and Lucifer should tag up as the airheads or something. I don't know.
Could be.
And,
throws him in the rope.
Ketra's out there at the ringside.
Ketra is here with her arch enemy, Miss Jeannie.
I thought you were going to say, that is Miss Jeannie out there next to her.
Miss
That's
Jeannie
good
is
to
there.
see both of them together. They've came a long way with World Extreme. They are now making world tours also.
Miss Jeannie currently in World Championship Wrestling. And she is here accompanying Crowbar. Company loyalty. Judas Young, and young up-and-comer. One of the best pound-for-pound wrestlers, just like Shane Black. Now competing in World Extreme Wrestling is Judas Young.
I remember this kid, you know, when he was like 9, 10 years old. He used to put up the rings and visit the dressing room.
Really?
Him and the Italian giant Guido there from
Both of
ECW.
them.
They used to always come and check me out, try to get my autograph, sneak in the back room. Beautiful suplex.
He's certainly come a long way. Judas Young has. You see, it's about paying your dues. It's about getting yourself in the business. It's about joining training centers like the Wild Simone Training Center. It's about aspiring to one day compete in World Extreme Wrestling.
Judas had a lot of training too by Public Enemy.
Rocco Rock, Flyboy. Speaking of flying, Crowbar flies over with a swan splash and gets a 2 count. Judas Young steps outside to take a breather as Crowbar circles the ring, wondering what to do. He's crazy.
He's lost his mind. What a devastating kick.
Double face
Up
kick.
and over, skin the cat. You got to be in shape to do it. Let me tell you that.
Plunge up. Flies over with a tope. Takes the chair. Sets it up. He's setting Judas Young. What is he doing? Sets him in the chair. Now, many of you may recognize Crowbar as Devin Storm, someone who's competed in independent companies for many years, outstanding competitor.
That referee, Brian Logan, needs to get out there and demand some order.
Crowbar at the fan. Apparently, Devin Storm waited so long to join WCW, he went insane, and then they picked him up. Floor Judas Young.
He knocked him right off that chair with a big clothesline from the apron.
Takes the chair as Crowbar steps back in. Now, we're seeing one of the battle of independent superstars here. From all different styles, all different companies, all brought to you by WXW. Crowbar looking at the fans for approval, for disapproval.
He's lost his mind, Toro. Look at his face. Look at his eyes.
He reigns.
A little trick.
There is his valet, Miss Jeannie. Ooh, a kiss for good luck. Ooh, come give your Uncle Bully a kiss.
Oh.
What's he doing?
Driving him crazy, I think.
He revved him up. Judas hit him with some sort of a foreign object. Crowbar goes down. Ketra at ringside, helping out Judas Young. And now Judas Young steps back in. An outstanding cruiserweight is Judas Young. Very skilled competitor and hated by the fans. Oh, breaks the laces against his eyes.
Crowbar's V-Star lost his mind a little bit and gone crazy because he's down there wrestling with the WCW crew down there. We'd like to thank him and WCW for setting him up for the Memorial Show.
Thank you. Picks him up for a body slam.
Oh!
Takes him down, throws him. Now what Judas needs to do is pin this man. To pin a wrestler under contract with another company like WCW.
This kid has an arsenal of moves.
Would be a feather in his cap, and he covers him and gets 2 counts. Crowbar kicks out. Now we're seeing some great action here, and we're going to see some even greater action later on when Rikishi in the main event takes on the Road Dogg from D-Generation X. Right here tonight, Samu, your old tag team partner and cousin. Picks him up. Bulldog.
Beautiful.
One of the many moves from Judas Young as he taunts the crowd, proud of himself, proud of his move.
As well he should be. That was a great move.
Reminds me of a cross between Eddie Guerrero and Darth Maul. Picks him up. Eddie Guerrero will be seeing action against Chris Jericho later on, Y2J. Now he brings the ref over. As Cat
being distracted.
Catra, his valet, sticks, crowbar. Miss Jeannie shouting at the ref to turn around. Catra choking the life out of him over there. Come on, ref.
Gotta keep your eyes on that catcher. He's everywhere.
Judas
And believe me, she'll let you know about it.
Catra, many times WXW Women's Champion, the great wrestler herself. Up around, pulls into a bulldog. Turn around, Lucha Libre wrestling here. But not enough for a pinfall.
Is that it? Oh, more. That was
Not enough.
I thought Catcher done put the sugar on him. She gave him the old stew.
Judas Young, a throwback to 1979, a young Punk. He says Punk is not dead. Judas Young. And Crowbar is saying he is not dead in this match. Judas Young mounts the top rope, preparing for a move.
Oh!
Clips him. Judas will not be bearing any Young after this.
That'll get you.
Crowbar with a chop. Judas Young in severe pain. Kicks him. Back kick. Crowbar showing some brilliant moves. Japanese-style kicks, which we'll see later with Maunakea, Mossman, and Johnny Smith. He looks to the crowd for approval. Not used to getting cheered like he doesn't in the World Championship Wrestling.
You really think Mossman will be doing that?
He caught him. He caught him. Yes, I do. There's two outstanding class wrestlers, Maunakea and Mossman. And Johnny Smith, the stiff kick.
From the international level. Oh,
Blocks the spinning
countered.
DDT. Northern Lights suplex. 1, 2, 3. Is not it. Did he get him? 2 count only. Crowbar picks up Judas. Lining him up. He's lining him up. Miss Jeannie climbing the rope. Bounces. Oh. Hey! Oi, woman! That's your boy. Miss Jeannie, she came out here with Crowbar. So much for company loyalty, eh, Samu?
You can't trust him.
Catra,
Never
she's
trust
pounding
him.
him too. 2 women, never trust women.
Claw to the back.
Blowing the back. Oh, look at them. Liking each other more than him. Judas Young.
Up and over the top.
Somersault
High
punch.
flying maneuver.
Some
Hunk
flying.
is not dead, Judas is saying.
Judas Young taunting the fans. The ruse works.
You need
Has
to get him
stunned
back to
Crowbar.
that crowbar action.
I think we're going to see an upset here. Judas Young. He can sense victory in his grasp as he mounts the top rope to finish. Taking too long to taunt the fans, though. Crowbar is no rookie. Flies. Hits him with the elbow. This is it. Covers him. 1, 2. He kicks out. Crowbar kick. I do not know where he got that from. Probably, is it the anger from being betrayed by his woman? Or is it his sheer insanity? Too stupid to know when to quit.
You know, I think Crowbar just might like getting beat up by that genie there, buddy.
I think so. Oh! This is a leg drop. This is the opportunity that Crowbar's been waiting for. Judas Young pulling the hamstring, hyperextending the leg. Ooh! Ooh! Crowbar throws in the rope, gets a second burst of energy.
Big flying elbow.
Takes him down. Judas Young up again. In the rope. Crowbar throws him. Drop kick. Do that shit. Judas Young is recovering. He's stunned. He does not know what to do. His plan of attack has been thwarted by Crowbar. There's Miss Jeannie trying to stop him again. Oh! Somersault leg drop from the outside in. He kicked out. No! Miss Jeannie called him over. Crowbar's going to get revenge right here. Is he going to do it?
He won't hit a woman.
Will he do it?
I don't know. He's crazy.
He could not hit a woman.
His marbles.
Clips his leg, Judas Young. Crafty and clever, that bastard. Picks him up. Judas reeling. Boot to the stomach. Holds him up. What's it going to be? Picks him up for a suplex. It is a... Oh! Face front suplex.
I've never seen a suplex like that.
Cooked the Mansa Maze.
That's the cook is wrong, wasn't it?
Crowbar and Judas Young. What a match.
Coming up, the Headbangers will be taking on Kai Tai.
From Japan.
From the land of the rising sun.
Kaientai will come here, accompanied by the Prophet, a manager from World Extreme Wrestling, taking on the Headbangers.
Oh,
Well,
nice. Never mind.
Nice dress there from the Headbangers. Very interesting. And now we begin the action. The Prophet at ringside, wearing his kabuki-style makeup, native to Japan. As we see the Headbangers mocking the Kaientai. Originally coming from an independent company in Japan, similar to WXW, known as Michinoku Pro Wrestling, was brought over by ECW and later on signed by the World Wrestling Federation and is now competing here on the WXW show.
I gotta get some socks like that, I tell you.
Here he is. That is Mosh of the Headbangers rolling around, taking it to a mat game with Funaki. Funaki gets up, mocking them once again, the Headbangers. Now you can only mock these Kaientai so much. These are two very, very skilled competitors and not two men to take lightly. Have traveled around the world with a vast array of maneuvers combining styles from Japan, Mexico, and now America.
They're a great team on the international circuit.
Funaki thrown in the rope. Meets the boot. Turning it around. Picks him up. The power advantage of the Headbangers may be too much. The Headbangers not usually known as a power team with a vast array of finishing maneuvers themselves, but you're looking at Michinoku Pro wrestlers as cruiserweights. Undersized men.
Up and over.
Ooh, crushing him.
Rode the surfboard.
Now, Kaientai relies on speed and skill and quickness, but you can only do so much when you have 240 pounds crashing down in your throat. Turns it around. Gets a second wind of higher. Boots to the stomach. The ref trying to stop him. Takes him to Taka Michinoku, former WWF Light Heavyweight Champion. Drop kick.
Now this kid can move.
Here's another one. Hurricane Runner.
Move
Taking
up
the
and
crowd.
move. You're not going to blow him up, I'll tell you what.
Holds him up for a powerbomb. Now the Prophet has worked with
He
Kaientai.
was throwing him on the Prophet.
The Prophet, fluent in Japanese, has worked with Kaientai earlier, but I think the plans aren't exactly working.
Kabuki face on the Prophet, I see. I see he has something going there, as little Orientalist, a little
It is.
South Pacific. It's like a combination here. I think he goes well good there with Kaientai.
It's weird. The origin of the Prophet, quite mysterious and unknown indeed, but he seems to have some sort of a connection with Kaientai. Spoke fluently to them. I'm not sure if that means that he's Japanese. I'm not sure what he looks like under that mask that he wears. But Kaientai is there, Prophet wreaking havoc all throughout World Extreme Wrestling. But a true nut, a freak. You've dealt with the Prophet, haven't you, Samu? And you know that he's one taco short of a combination plate.
Speaking of combination plates, where's lunch? Are you going to be bringing us something over here to eat?
They should be. Supper should be here. All the fans are here enjoying this great wrestling event, eating hot
I
dogs.
would like some sushi up.
I'm sure they were looking for the sushi bar here.
What a face.
The Kaientai turns us around, getting momentum back onto their side. Quickly taking away the stamina. What they want is this match to go on for 20 to 30 minutes to tie down the Headbangers.
Fukioka slap.
Takes them down, Taka Michinoku. Snapmare. He says it's it. You can see the Prophet's evil nature already rubbing off on that.
Big moonsault. Oh, no one home.
Nobody home for Taka Michinoku.
No one home. Prophet's having a fit now.
All his plans are falling apart. As Taka Michinoku looks for his partner. The Scratcher looks for his partner. He takes the Funaki, and Mosh comes in. Boom. House of Fire. Cleaning, one at a time. Clothesline, punches, body slams. One for him. All four men are in the ring. The Prophet at ringside, not quite sure what to do. Oh. Now, normally he would interfere here, but he's been told by WWF officials if he lays one hand on them, there will be stiff, heavy fines, because this is to be a night of pleasantries. 1, 2, that's it. 1, 2, 3, fans took the men for me. The Headbangers are victorious over Kaientai.
Hey, this is the match that I've been waiting for. Johnny Smith
taking on the Maunakea Mossman. Here facing Johnny Smith.
This big, sexy thing in the ring.
I believe that
Nicole Bass.
Nicole Bass.
It's been a long time since I've seen that mug.
Now, many of you may recognize Nicole Bass from the Howard Stern show as part of the Whack Pack, as well
Howard remembers.
Unfortunately, you can't forget. We've also seen her in Extreme Championship Wrestling and more recently in the World Wrestling
I
Federation.
tell you what, boy, she is extreme.
She is extreme indeed. As we look here at a truly historic match right here, we're seeing
Easy on the ring, Nicole.
an official All Japan Wrestling match wrestled here in, of all places, Allentown, Pennsylvania. A match which you would not ordinarily see anywhere in the continental United States, or even in Canada or Mexico, this hemisphere. We bring it to you.
Okay. He's also family from way back, King Curtis.
King Curtis.
This is King Curtis's nephew, Mossman.
King Curtis's nephew, Maunakea Mossman. Johnny Smith also has relations in wrestling. He is a cousin to the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. But what both men share in common is working with Gary Albright and being friends with him. Now you know Johnny Smith, just from family gatherings, right, Sammy?
Yes, Gary's been on many tours with these guys. They are all from Allentown, which is where Gary made his claim to fortune and took on all of the top-class world competitive action.
Deep Japanese arm drag takes him out of the head scissors. Johnny Smith does. Big step kick. Kicks you do not see in America.
The pestilent fortitude of these guys, I tell you.
Two awesome competitors in All Japan Wrestling. Some consider the toughest wrestling organization in the world. Now this is wrestling. Now when we say World Extreme Wrestling, we don't necessarily mean hardcore. We mean all extremes. The top hardcore, the top scientific, the top international, all extreme levels of wrestling. And that's what you're seeing here as he wrenches the arm, trying to break it off, trying to force a submission, which is the result of many matches in Japan, including All Japan, which is where the famous tap-out was originated. As he cinches back in the armbar here. Now, typically in the old days of America, it was a hold just to wear your opponent down. What Maunakea Mossman is doing is working on the arm, trying to injure it, working on the leg, taking away a body part. It's mechanics. It's dismantling your opponent.
I am marking out for this match myself. This is a good match. I haven't seen battling like this. I've been overseas in Japan, and that's been about 4 years.
This is a wrestling fan's dream match right here. Two of the top competitors. Two stiff competitors, Maunakea Mossman. Johnny Smith, coming in stiff. Now, many of you familiar with the internet may have heard of Johnny Smith. Otherwise, you may have seen him in Extreme Championship Wrestling challenging Rob Van Dam within the last 2 or 3 years. And hopefully we'll be seeing more of Johnny Smith in America. But when they compete in All Japan, it's a place where skill and ability is paramount over looks, flashy ring entrances, flashy costumes, etc. It's about the sport. And we can see, beautiful, dragging through, leg whip. Maunakea Mossman taking apart the leg, Johnny Smith.
That might have been it right there. I'll tell you what, I've seen it rip ligaments, I've seen it tore ACLs, and
with that move alone,
amazed to see if he gets up from this.
We want to thank Dr. Death Steve Williams, who appeared here as well, representing Old Japan, and Rob Van Dam from ECW, who was backstage, who was with the fans, signing autographs, making appearances, taking pictures with the people to make his presence known. Rob Van Dam has competed in Old Japan, where he became friends with Gary Albright. And now we've got an inverted Indian deathlock with a front chancery. Maunakea takes him down. What he's doing is not only taking the wind out of Johnny Smith, but he's working on that leg. Now, Johnny Smith, just like Gary Albright, is been known to throw suplexes, awesome suplexes. But if your legs are no longer there, then you cannot effectively execute the maneuvers. And that's what Maunakea's strategy is. Wrings the arm out. I think he may have pulled the shoulder right out of its socket there. Maunakea Mossman working on the arm. You can see there is a brace on the arm. Body slam.
Beautiful.
Hammerlock on the arm, made famous by the Anderson family. Covers him. 1-2. Now, he's either going to be working to knock him out for the pin or a submission. punishing that arm, building the pain into it, forcing him to tap out. Reverses, takes him down. Oh, he's got the chicken wing on. It's higher than I've ever seen it before. I think Bob Backlund's taking notes right now. That's the chin. The referee careful to check to make sure the arm is not on the throat. Although this is Japan, chokeholds are not legal in old Japan or World Extreme Wrestling. Holding his arm. Rings it. Johnny Smith, one of the top competitors, bears a physical resemblance in body type to Owen Hart, another top wrestler who's passed on. Cinching down on the arm. The referee checking it at all times. The safety of the competitors is paramount. Turns it into a pinning combination, holding the bar into a chicken wing, almost a short arm scissors, but behind the back. Maunakea checks it. And
Great scientific method.
Now, not only is Maunakea trying to deal with the pain of not submitting, but he's trying to think of a strategy to not only get out of the hold, but what to do next. He reaches the rope. Maunakea gets up. Johnny Smith immediately returns to the arm, twisting it, cinching it. Maunakea trying to hold on, trying to think of, pulls it, jerks it. Drops the leg on the arm, twisting it with the knees while pinning him. This is brilliant strategy, not only forcing a submission, but forcing a pinfall as well. You are seeing true wrestling action here. A mix of traditional old-style 50s grappling mixed with the 90s high-impact Japanese style of UWF to UWFI, Union of Wrestling Force International, where Gary Albright competed for years as its top star, along with Takata, including Vader.
Look at all these photographers from around the world going crazy on this match. I mean, they're all out there. Black Jack, Bill Apster.
Photographers from Japan.
Oh, we have photographers.
All to see this. Johnny Smith throws him in the corner. He comes in mitts with a boot. Maunakea Mossman comes back. He picks up power slam.
Beautiful.
Johnny Smith covers him. 1, 2. It does not enough. It is not enough. He has worn down the arm, but it is not enough. I do not know how the Mossman will recover from his arm. He cannot effectively throw a suplex. He cannot use his left arm. So he
beautiful.
turns it into a DDT. The Mossman, getting one last chance, turns Johnny Smith over. He has to pin him now. Johnny Smith kicks out.
Nicole Bass seems to be lost out there, so.
Yes, she is. I think she's saying, am I in Japan, Allentown, or Canada?
Quiet as it's kept, I heard she had a championship belt that somebody hid from her in the back there, and she's kind of upset she can't find that
Probably
darn
looking
thing.
for it out here. Top rope splash. Headbutt is missed.
I wouldn't want to make her mad. Now you hear these fans saying boring, boring. Now these people, they know nothing about wrestling. This is true wrestling, folks. Look at this. This is hard hitting, top knot, international. Look at the
German
bent
suplex.
back from that suplex.
Also known as
The
a throw.
impact of that.
Now, as we know, Sammy, no one threw a German suplex better than Gary Albright.
No one ever will probably either. But let me tell you, these two guys
Super kick.
are giving their all
Yes,
for
they
this
are.
special show.
Is him up for a fireman? Oh, burning hammer. Burning hammer. Fireman slam. Oh, he did not pin him.
These two.
The Samoan drop into an ace crusher. Did not quite work. As he mounts the second rope, Johnny Smith mounts the top, preparing to hit Maunakea with a drop kick. Takes him down. He kips up. The energy is with Johnny Smith. He's moving in for the kill. He moves in. He ducks. Kicks. Step kick to the chest. To the knees. Finishes him. To the back. Enziguri. He leans right at Nicole Bar. You do not want to be there. Picks him up. Fireman slam. Samoan drop. Oh! Fireman slam into the ace crusher diamond cutter. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Maunakea Mossman has defeated Johnny Smith in an awesome match. Incredible. And now, back to America's finest. Eddie Guerrero.
These two
taking
people,
on
they need no introduction.
Y2J Chris Jericho.
Again, we'd like to thank the World Wrestling Federation for sending these talents out here for this very special occasion. Making his way to the ring, Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero competed all over the world, both of these men.
He'll be taking on
Chris Jericho. Now, these men have faced each other before in Mexico. They faced each other before in Japan. Let's listen to Chris. You can hear the stands in the palm of his hand.
And I can tell from looking around that this arena is jam-packed full of Jericho-holics tonight.
Certainly is.
And I know that you want to be entertained by the Ayatollah of rock and roller. But I promise you that when this night is over, that everybody here, including you, Latino geek Eddie Guerrero,
You don't like that?
I don't think so.
will never be the same again.
Again, we're going to have another great match here.
Chris Jericho hailing from Canada accent there. The fans chanting Y2J. One of the most popular wrestlers around these days.
Beside me there also.
Right next to Samu.
That's right. Those are all my fans out there.
I'm sure if we had the applause meter there, Chris Jericho might give you a run for your money, but this is your hometown. This is Allentown, Pennsylvania, the home of World Extreme Wrestling, with the most loyal and best wrestling fans in the world. Support us and our guests. Eddie Guerrero comes back in the ring, competed as Black Tiger against Chris Jericho, who's known as Lionheart. Eddie Guerrero has competed in Mexico for years, part of the famous Guerrero family, third-generation wrestler. Guerrero formed the most famous tag team of the early 90s, which put Lucha Libre on the map, the Gringo Locos, with the late, great Art Barr. Chris Jericho competed for many years, all over the country, and we're sure to see a fantastic wrestling match brought to you by WXW. The fans are solidly behind Chris Jericho here against Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero talking to the ref. And there should be a fast action-packed match with two undersized wrestlers. This match alone could main event in any arena in the country, and it's only second to the top.
The fans are loving it. They're having a great time here tonight, Joel.
Thank you, World Extreme Wrestling, and thank you all the companies, all the wrestlers who came here to help out.
But also, hey, don't forget to thank my cousin The Rock. You know, he was here all day with us, even though he's not in the building tonight. He was with us all day and made a great contribution and donated his time for the great cause. And also my other cousin, Rakishi Fatu. You know, we got to thank all the family, too. We already knew all the family was going to show up for this one, but, you know, I'd like to give a shout-out to all of us and the World Wrestling Federation.
And a special thank you to Mick Foley as well. Cactus Jack, Mankind, gave us a special message, called in live into the arena.
We'd like to also wish his son Dewey quick recovery from his little illness that he has there, and we wish him all the best.
Unable to compete due to his son. But we know his heart and spirit is here along with the rest of us. Jericho takes him down. Quick, Eddie Guerrero. Lucha Libre style. Begging the ref. I don't think it's going to work, Eddie. Turn around and be a man. Chris Jericho waiting. He wants to get it on. To take on another competitor, Eddie Guerrero. Two ring-wise, skilled competitors all over the world who've competed in all the major wrestling organizations represented here tonight. And now they are part of WXW in World Extreme Wrestling. Eddie Guerrero showboating for the fans, trying to psych out Chris Jericho. It will not work. Chris Jericho, they prepare to lock out.
I wonder if Guerrero really likes them big women, you know. I see him making eyes at China all the time. I just can't help but wonder if he was back there looking at Nicole Bass.
I was thinking the same thing. And as for what I saw when I walked into the janitor's closet, I'm not obliged to say. And don't ask me why I was going into the janitor's closet either. They lock up, Jericho and Eddie Guerrero. Test of strength, twisted around. Both men in remarkable condition. Oh, stomps the foot. Pleading to the referee again.
Stomps the foot on the fingers.
You're looking at two of the best athletes in the world, and you can see all of this action only in World Extreme Wrestling. We've combined all the styles, all the competitors, all wrestlers here for one night. Takes Jericho down using the same strategy that Johnny Smith used earlier. Except working on the leg. Kicking it down. Perhaps setting him up for a figure four. The Scorpion leg lock. A vast array moves in Eddie Guerrero's repertoire. As we look at the huge crowd here, not an empty seat in the house, to pay tribute to Gary Albright and to see the best independent wrestling show of the year.
You can only see matches like this in World Extreme Wrestling.
Cinching down on Chris Jericho, taking the wind out of him. But Jericho will not give up, and the fans will not let him. Jericho kicking his legs, trying to get blood circulating throughout his body. As Guerrero cinches down, tries to eke in an elbow, trying to ease in the chokehold. Jericho gets to his feet as the fans applaud. Y2J.
You're cutting off the blood to the brain. That'll slow you down.
Now, exactly what is the effect?
Well, if you cut off the arteries in the neck there, that stops the blood to the brain. Once you do that, you're not getting any oxygen, no blood to the brain, and if you can't do that, you can't think. And if you can't think, my friend, you're in deep trouble out there.
It's an incapacitating maneuver.
You've got to be able to breathe. You've got to be able to think straight, and you've got to be able to keep time and take advantage when the time comes.
With Jericho taking over, you can still see him shaking the cobwebs, the effects of that rear chin lock, as he gives Guerrero his own frog splash with no one there.
The reversal.
Grabs him by the throat.
Oh.
Reverse Russian leg sweep.
There seemed to be a little skip spot there, but let me tell you, these two will pick up the pace, and they will pick up the pace, and they will drop, toe hold, arm drag, flying head scissor. They'll do it all, my brother. Oh, beautiful.
Spinning back heel kick.
It's just a matter of time before they downshift.
Facebuster. Chris Jericho covers Eddie Guerrero.
That could be it.
Not enough for the pin. Eddie Guerrero will not give up quite yet. Chris Jericho working him in the corner. Punches him, turns him around. Hard right fist to the face. Irish whip. Chris Jericho goes through, Guerrero follows. Eddie. Oh, Guerrero. Popular Lucha Libre move.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's up with the Hurricane Runner. He's reversed the Hurricane Runner.
We've seen this before. Could this be it? Does he got it locked in?
Tamer.
Is it locked in? That's it, folks.
The walls of Jericho have come crumbling down onto Eddie Guerrero.
I can't believe it.
He gets the submission victory. Chris Jericho.
Matt.
And here we are.
The main event of the evening.
The big one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Road Dogg versus Rikishi. We can't wait. We've been waiting all night for this match. The fans are ballistic. The people are going crazy. Road Dogg's passing out water.
Look at the fans here. All on their feet. Standing room only. Kevin Kelly there in attendance. Announcer from WWF Television.
What you got to say? There he goes. Now Big Rocky.
Stepping in the ring with Road Dogg.
Now that's my little cousin. I told you before, you know, there is no worries because he can back that ass up.
That is right, and he'll have to prove himself against the Road Dogg with a special customized rhyme for tonight's special evening for Gary Albright. Rikishi steps into the ring. Look at the fans. They're all here to see Rikishi and Road Dogg and all the superstars from the World Wrestling Federation, WCW, ECW, and All Japan Wrestling and World Extreme Wrestling show their stuff. As well as several independent companies, all in the Northeast, close, recognizable
ISPW
as
being one of them.
ISPW.
There's Rikishi. I think he's saying give a little kiss here.
Letting Road Dogg know what's in store for him. Referee signals the bell as Rikishi and Road Dogg prepare to battle.
Boom!
Catches him in the corner.
Boom! Boom! Big right hand. Big crushing right hand.
Despite his size, still retains that quickness. Does Rikishi.
Oh!
You can hear the slap of flesh.
Shake and shimmy. Oh! Big right
Rikishi goes
cross.
down. Bounces against the rope. Hard knee to the face.
Oh, boy.
Covers Rikishi. Could this be a quick victory?
Don't
No.
count the big man out. Don't cut the big man out.
Rikishi is in the arose outside the ring. Road Dogg tries to step outside for a breather, but is met by Rikishi. Fatu. Poof!
Yes, Samoans, we're no stranger to the outside of the ring there, by golly.
Experienced brawlers, aerialists, power wrestlers. Road Dogg turns around. Bangs Rikishi's head into the ringside barrier. I'll ask you, Samu, to once again stay here at ringside, despite what Road Dogg will do against your cousin.
Well, as long as nobody comes in from behind, that's all I'm worried about. Come on, Rikishi. What a crushing right hand to the temple.
Rikishi
Come on,
listens to the
Rocky.
fans.
Rikishi, Rikishi,
The fans
Rikishi.
standing. Road Dogg pummels him in the corner with hard right fist. Referee
Boom.
warning.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
It was about 10 times worse than anything Road Dogg delivered to him. Road Dogg recovering in the corner.
There we go.
Throws him in. Rikishi throws him again. Oh! Hard hit in the buckle.
Samoan drop.
The move made famous and invented by your
That could
father
be it.
and
That could
Rikishi's
be it,
uncle.
Toa.
Letting him know.
Here comes
Will he do it? He's in the corner.
Oh!
Knocks the wind out of him.
I told you you back that ass up.
Now,
You
Road
know what
Dogg,
happened now? Uh-oh.
he does not know where he is right
be,
now.
Could this be
Rikishi,
fong, 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 fong?
Road Dogg,
Oh,
he sees it
no.
coming. Oh! There's nothing he can
I tell you what,
do
Toa,
about
better
it.
him than me.
Me as well.
There's a little scratchy sniff for you.
Road Dogg gets up.
Oh, beautiful thrust kick.
Thrust kick. One,
could be it.
2, 3.
Well, there it is.
Cook the mensa
Back
made.
that ass up.
Rikishi Fatu victorious against the Road Dogg Jesse James here.
What an evening we've had. What a night of excitement. Family sports entertainment. I can't believe it. Again, what a night of entertainment. Thank you to the WWF, the WCW, the ECW, the World Extreme crew. You guys have been too much. Thank you so much. We'd like to thank ISPW. We'd like to thank all the boys, the referees.
Look here, Samu. Road Dogg's trying to leave, but it looks like the action isn't quite over yet.
Uh-oh, looks like he's surrounded there by Too Cool.
Too Cool Rikishi's little buddies.
He's gonna get a flogging, it looks like. I think they want to see the stink face again there, Toa.
Or perhaps they want to see the worm. Too Cool surrounds him. What are they doing? 3-on-1 here. The Road Dogg is here alone without Degeneration X. And here's Chris Jericho.
Jericho, too.
Chris Jericho wearing the Gary Albright Memorial T-shirt
He's got
available.
glasses for Road Dogg?
He recruits Road Dogg
Can Road Dogg is gonna dance.
in the spirit of celebrating Gary Albright's life. They realize this is not a time for pummeling.
He sees the light. I think Road Dogg sees the light. Look at him. He's got the feeling already.
Too Cool in there, Chris Jericho. You don't leave either. Fans, the shirt that Chris Jericho is wearing is the official T-shirt of this event, the Gary Albright Memorial Show, on April 19th of 2000.
Those
These
shirts
shirts
will
are
also be
available.
available.
These shirts are available to the public. You can see many fans in the arena today here wearing them, as well as all the wrestlers.
All this and the video will be sold on
www.wxwwrestling.com, as well as wildsamoan.com.
Look at this.
Look at
Jericho's
Jericho.
got glasses. Oh, no. He's got the feeling.
Here we go.
They've got the loving feeling.
All four. Let's sit down, Samu. Sit down.
I want to dance, too. I can't hide it. I'm excited.
We're all like that. Oh, Rikishi's trying to leave now.
Come on down
He's
here
saying
with me,
goodbye to-
Rikishi. Let them guys dance. Oh, come on, Rikishi. Come back here with me.
Wave him back. The fans letting Rikishi hear it.
Oh, they want to see it.
Rikishi is back in the ring.
Are they going to play the song?
I'm not sure. Oh. Rikishi, will he do it?
Yeah. He's feeling it. He's feeling everybody. Love is in the air, Toa. Love is in the air.
It surely is for this special occasion. The Gary Albright Memorial Tribute Show in Allentown, Pennsylvania, brought to you by World Extreme Wrestling, WXW. There's these four WWF superstars, friends of Gary Albright, like everyone on the card, friends and family alike. The lovely Monica, Albright's wife, is there in attendance. along with
I love you,
entire
Monica.
Rikishi stands, Too Cool stands, Chris Jericho stands, and the Road Dogg.
Uh-oh.
Listen to the fans, people.
Look at these people hustle.
The fans are loving it.
Look at Rocky. Go Kishi. Go Kishi. Go Kishi.
Due to this being a special event, you would never see this at a World Wrestling Federation event. Only in World Extreme Wrestling. As these men pay tribute.
Where's Lance? Throw Lance up in there.
It's the
There's
worm!
the worm.
It's the worm!
Look at that. Nicole Bass wants to see that worm.
Here comes the Road Dogg.
Nicole Bass probably has her own worm.
Showing him a worm of his own. Rikishi doing the robot.
Can he strut or what?
Here they are. Celebrating a brilliant evening of wrestling, an historic occasion, wrestling excitement. Thank you, fans, for watching this special video and being a part as they salute.
Thanks for coming out, folks. We'd like to thank you so much. Coming to World Extreme at the Gary Memorial Show. And fans, we'd like to say we'll see you next year.
Thank you,
all
everyone. And
very much. Go on, Tor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be cutting you off. I get excited. Like I said, I can't hide it. That's for Gary, brother. That's for Gary.
Thank you, Gary.